Your mindset determines your wealth set. It is what is in your mind that will determine what you have in your pocket. And in this class, we're going to be talking about the mindset of a top selling realtor. You need to know that for you to become successful in life, you need to start thinking like successful people. There is a way that wealthy people think. There's a way a poor person thinks. If you keep thinking like a poor person, you can never ever become wealthy. Even if your pastor keeps praying for you and you keep saying amen, if you don't work on your mindset and start thinking in the terms of abundance or start thinking like who you want to become, you'll never make it. If you ask anybody that has ever achieved success, though you hear that they keep mentioning mindset, it's not as if they are lying. You understand? By the time you yourself you become successful, you'll find out that there are some ways you started thinking that made you attain a level of success. So we're talking about the mindset of a top selling realtor. Now, what is mindset? I call mindset the definition about ourselves and about our world. So mindset is your perception, is how you see things, is how you think about things, is how you think about yourself, is how you see yourself. Then it is now how you see your external environment. Do you understand? There are people that see themselves as people that can never ever touch 10 million naira. In fact, there are some realtors that if you bring a property of 100 million naira for them to sell, they'll be like, no, I can only sell a property of 1 million naira. So this is their mindset about themselves. There are some people that see real estate as an environment that only favors a particular set of people. Maybe people that are well connected, or people that are maybe more beautiful. They see themselves as not fit to attain success in real estate. And no matter how this person keeps on struggling, keeps on marketing, they will never grow beyond their mind. You can never grow beyond your mindset. But if you enter the mind of a top selling realtor, there's a way this guy thinks. This person does not see any limitation. You are complaining that nobody is buying land. Why this person is telling you that there are a lot of clients? Like, you find that your confession and this person's confession is very, very different. So if God created us in his own image, then it means we have the qualities to create as well. And the tool that God gave us for creation is our mind. It is the most powerful tool a man has. Now, this is my note. So God said he created man in his own image. This simply means that we are created in the image of God. That means we can also create. And if we can create, what do we use to create? Now, the number one tool you use to create is your mind. If you not have control over your mind, you cannot create. You cannot create the future you desire. For you to attain success, you need to create it in your mind. For you to even get anything substantial in life, even if you want to get let me use a practical analogy. It's just like this cup now. I see this cup and maybe it is dirty and I want to wash it. I need to first of all create a clean cup in my imagination. I'll create an image of, okay, this cup is dirty. Then let me just wash it. Do you understand? This thing, before I even start washing it with my hands, I've already washed it with my mind. So before you can attain anything, it's just like you want to travel to Lagos. Before you even get there physically, your mind is already there. Your mind has already created this destination. But if in your mind you believe that, no, I can never ever get to Lagos, automatically you've created that reality for yourself. So any place you want to get to, it is first of all created in your mind before you now get there. The mind is the mother of every great invention you see. It controls our actions, inaction, and even results. Now, what is mindset? Now, let me define mindset according to Brian Tracy. He's one of the best person that can ever teach you mindset. Brian Tracy and Bob Proctor. Now, he defines mindset. Okay, let me define success first. Now, success, according to Brian Tracy, is defined as something you attain not by pursuing, but attract by who you become. I'll say it again. Success is who you become by what you attract rather than what you pursue. So success is not a pursuit. You don't pursue success. You attract success by who you become. So most humans are not in complete realization of who they are, what they can do, and the limitless power that they possess. Trust me, the moment you come to the realization of who you are, the power you possess, and what you can do, that is the beginning of success for you. So if you know where you want to be in life, then I recommend the first thing to do is to work on your mindset. So I've defined mindset already. Mindset is the definition about ourselves and our world. It is what helps you achieve success or achieve failure. Now, let's go to ways to upgrade your mindset. How do you upgrade your mindset? Now, number one is control what goes into your mind. Number one is control what goes into your mind. There are a lot of people, you cannot expect to be always be consuming junks. You're always consuming negative thoughts and you expect to be positive. It doesn't work that way. It's just like there's a time maybe you start consuming more of TikTok videos, skits. You find out that you cannot even think. The only thing that is coming to your mind is just skits, funny things. Like there's nothing you can even do. But if what goes into your mind is positive thoughts, you start reading self-help books, you start getting motivational books, you understand, you start listening to people that uplift your spirit, you find out that automatically you're already changing your mindset. So I want you to scrap out every negative news, every negative song, every negative association, and always focus on the positive side of every story. Now, you need to know that the number one way to make sure that your mindset is upgraded is you need to be intentional about what goes into your mind. You understand? Even if somebody tells me a negative story, I try to always check the positive side of that story because I'm very intentional. I don't want my mind to start cultivating anything negative. I'm very intentional about what goes in here. And if you want to start getting something, I recommend you read this book, Think and Grow Rich. You understand? Go and buy this book and read it. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Very helpful. Now the next thing is to change your affirmations, the power of words. I know you might be saying that what is the connection between mindset and your words? But the Bible says something. It said, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. You understand? Whatever you are saying is a reflection of how your mind is. You understand? So creation is imagined in the mind, but it is manifested in the mouth. You can think about something in your mind, but until you say it, is when you now say it, that's when you start manifesting. You understand? God, when he wanted to create Adam and Eve, he saw that that it was not good for man to be alone. You understand? Then he now created. You understand? With his actions, with his hands. You understand? With his mouth. Even God, while God was hovering, he saw that darkness was all over the earth, and he said, "Let there be light." You understand? So creation can be imagined in your mind, but is manifested with your mouth. So you need to be very careful of what you say. If you say that I cannot be wealthy, you cannot be wealthy. If you say you are poor, you are poor. So be mindful of what you say regarding your business. Be mindful of what you say regarding, your situation. Speak what you want to see, not what you see. This is a key element in my life. I speak what I want to see rather than what I see. So even if I'm seeing low sales, I don't speak low sales because that is not what I want to see. I speak high sales. The Bible said, call for those things that be not as though they were. So you must constantly call for those things that be not as though they were. You want sales, you want clients, you want to get to the top of your career, consistently speak them with your mouth. Now, the second thing is the third thing is start your day intentionally and end intentionally as well. How you start your day matters. Now, you don't just start your day on a sluggish. Most people, when they wake up in the morning, the first thing, they're already on TikTok, they're already on Instagram, they're already scrolling. And what they're even scrolling, they're scrolling negative things, maybe bad news. Automatically, that will change. That will automatically program your productivity for that day. You find that throughout that day, only negative things will be coming into your mind. You cannot be able to focus. You cannot be able to even be productive because you started your day with negativity. When you wake up in the morning, be very mindful. Start with a prayer, you understand? Or start with a book, or start with an affirmation, or start with watching a very good video on manifestation or positive thinking, you understand? So start your day intentionally and also end intentionally as well. So how you end, the 1 hour before you sleep, get off all the junks and start taking, either you meditate, you reflect, you understand, on things you achieved, work on your mind, you understand, say some affirmations before you sleep. 1 hour before you sleep. Don't go and do it 10 minutes before you sleep. No, 1 hour before you sleep. This will also program your spirit man, and you find that the next morning you also wake up energized to do the same thing and go out. If you do this thing consistently for 30 days, you see a massive change in your productivity. So the fourth thing is to identify with a mentor or a role model. That's the fourth thing you should do. Now, this is very important if you really want to grow. Identify with a mentor. Have somebody that motivates you. You understand? It can be somebody that is at the top of where you want to be. If you're a realtor, look for those people that are already where you want to be to. This will should be your motivation. Have them as your mentor or have them as your role model. You can have their pictures or maybe them see them every morning. When you see them in the morning, sometimes try to go through their socials. You understand? These are the things that will feed your mind that if this person can do it, I can do it. Sometimes what I do is that some of my role models or my mentors, I scroll through their page, I research about them, how did they start, the struggles, and sometimes I even find out that I'm even well opportune than them. So I don't just copy the spotlight, what they are doing. I copy what they did to get to where they are. But some of us, when we see people at the top spending money, we're really motivated about their lifestyle. But the lifestyle is not what sustains that lifestyle. There is a work that these guys did. So you need to go and study, what did this person do? Like, it should motivate you that if this person can do this thing, I can do it. Okay, what was the step that this person took? Study this person's life and apply same thing, and you find that to also work on your mindset. You understand? And get a role model. You can even choose to use an animal. That is why sometimes you see some people, they have this obsession for maybe lions or eagle or maybe the rattle or the wolf, because these animals can build your mindset. Just like seeing a lion and you call yourself a lion, you know that you can never be down, you can never be weak. Every morning you wake up and you know that I'm a lion. You understand? So you can even choose an animal that identify with, it can be an eagle, you understand? It can be, a rattle, or just something that, resonates with you, that can help you build a strong mindset. Because trust me, you need mindset for success. Now, just like you can build your body by going to the gym consistently, you can also do same by your mind, by feeding and exercising it consistently. So this is not something you're going to be doing once in a while. This is something that has to be your routine, because if you want to get muscles, you have to go to the gym every day. You understand? And while you're exercising, you're also feeding your body. You need to start taking some kind of diet. Same thing with your mind. You need to exercise your mind daily. There are some things you need to stop doing. If you start going to the gym now, they might tell you, stop eating bread, stop taking this. So also with your mind, when you start working on your mind, there are some things you need to stop consuming, and there are some things you need to now start taking, and there's some ways you need to now start exercising your mind. So this is very, very key for those of you that really want to upgrade your mindset. Now let's talk about the right mindset you should have as a boss broker. Number one is the CEO mindset. Don't see real estate as a side hustle. See real estate as a business, and you're in charge of the results you get. Have that CEO mindset. If you're not good doing well, it is your fault. You need to ask yourself, what am I not doing, and start doing. See it as a business. Don't take it as a side hustle. The second thing is have the abundance mindset. There's more than enough clients, there's more than enough deals, there's more than enough commissions to go around for everyone. So no matter how many realtors there are, you understand, there are a lot of people that can get clients. You need to have the mindset of abundance, of an ego. You understand? Go high. When you go higher, you stop competing and you get higher clients. You understand? The third thing is the solution and resource mindset. As a boss broker, you are, as a top selling realtor, you are a go-to for your clients whenever they have a challenge or need an inquiry. So you should constantly develop yourself. You understand? Have that solution and resource mindset. See yourself as a solution giver. So you need to always develop yourself, because clients will be coming to you to solve their problems, not just to sell for them. So you must constantly learn about your industry, constantly evolve, learn about sustainability, construction. Don't just settle for the knowledge you have. See yourself as a solution and resourceful person. Now, number 4 is that it's a long-term game, not a one-time transaction. You understand? Most of my clients that I have right now are people that have been buying from me for the past 3 years, for the past 2 years. You understand? I didn't just bump into them. Some of them have been my friends for over even 4 years. You understand? So you need to have this long-term mindset. Know that you're in real estate for the long-term game. Any transaction you're doing, do it very well, and see that person as somebody that will keep buying from you even the next 100 years. Don't just see it as just a one-time thing. No. Now the fifth mindset is discipline and proactive mindset. You must be disciplined if you want to achieve your goal. You must have a daily routine that you carry out despite how you feel. Don't be a slave to your feelings. Your feelings is not a good leader. Your feelings might tell you that you're weak and while you're strong. You understand? So make sure that you're not bound by your feelings. And this is it for the mindset of a top selling realtor. This is how you can grow your mind. This is how you can work on your mind. This is how you can think so that you can be able to attract the desired results you have. Apply this and you see a change in your result. Thank you for this. Thank you for going through this model. Now let's move swiftly on to the next model.